Previously on Spooky Door.
We're gonna figure out if Bigfoot exists or not.
I believe Bigfoot might be out there, and I also believe every single one of these is gonna be fake.
And it is the freaking tallest bear walking on two legs I've ever seen in my life.
This one was the brown coming through, but the
1 second of footage that actually matters.
Yeah, I know, like
so fake.
It's like the colors of his fur
That's exactly what I was
kind of match the culture.
Like it's been adapted to live there.
Exactly. This looks so out of place. It's the Bigfoot from Finding Bigfoot.
I was a bit of a skeptic. Does Bigfoot exist?
Bullshit.
I am going to show you some of the strongest evidence we've come across.
I think everybody with any kind of matter between their ears is gonna be like, oh, that's a monkey.
Some creature comes out and runs across the road.
I don't even think anything's there.
Creature crawling on its belly and then reaching out.
I don't see any reason why that couldn't be a person.
I agree.
Matt and Cliff and Bobo are pretty convinced it's a Bigfoot.
Matt and Cliff and Bobo are convinced everything's a Bigfoot. The show's just as insane as I remember. Next, the proof is out there. The man who killed Bigfoot. Real photo evidence. Season 3. This is on the History Channel.
Bigfoot is not just big in stature. For some, it's also big business. There's long been a thriving economy built around the legend. Of course,
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of money to be made off of
but
Bigfoot.
we try to get things right. So when we heard an account of a man who said he killed Bigfoot, we had to investigate. September 6th, 2012 in San Antonio, Texas. Rick Dyer, a self-proclaimed Bigfoot tracker, has set a trap for the elusive beast.
Oh, the best Bigfoot.
After he heard of a 911 call reporting the sighting of a large hairy animal devouring a deer in the woods.
I wanted to attract him.
No other animals eat deer.
Brendan made a joke about this in our Bigfoot video.
oh my god, I've been eating. It's got bit marks. It's got big chompers. Oh yeah, it does. Oh.
So I went out and got deer urine and pork ribs, and I hung the pork ribs on a tree. I scattered the deer urine all under the tree, so because Bigfoot is attracted to deer. And
We just know that, of course. Bigfoot is just,
Scientific, yeah.
we knew that already.
All the studies on
in the
Bigfoot.
middle of the night, Bigfoot came back to eat the pork ribs, and I jumped out of the tent with my firearm and I shot at him a couple of times.
Rick initially claims he shot and killed Bigfoot.
I love this story.
Yeah, this first interaction with a new species of animal, and your first instinct is, I got it, boy!
He started this by saying, Bigfoot is big business. And then it's just like some redneck, like, I done just hung some pork from a tree and covered it in deer piss. I just thought I'd shoot the damn thing. I love this story. But here's the thing. If anybody's gonna find Bigfoot, it's gonna be a guy like this. It's not gonna be the 60-piece camera crew and a thing. If anybody's gonna find Bigfoot,
Like, yeah, I
it's
saw that
so
out there and just gonna pop a cap in and bring it back to the house now.
I done went and had them stuffed and everything. People come by, well, I want to see the body. The body? That done been at.
Thereafter, he releases these shocking photos to prove it.
Oh yeah, that's shocking.
The images appear to show a frozen body of a deceased adult Bigfoot.
Okay, so let's say that's a Bigfoot.
You can see a face, lips, and in this
yeah,
wider
you see
shot,
a face,
full
lips,
body
really.
covered in.
I'm sorry. It's just like, I know it looks fake, isn't good evidence, but it looks fake.
It looks like
they went to Hobby Lobby and just got a bunch of.
looks like Gandalf in a bear costume.
Yeah.
He claims the animal is 8 feet tall, 4 feet wide, and weighs about 800 pounds. One photo also purports to show a long sternal scar allegedly made when the creature was autopsied at an undisclosed college in Washington State.
At an undisclosed college.
Oh yeah, that's what promotes.
Rick nicknames
Burning.
the creature Hank and takes the corpse on a national tour, charging people to view the body under plexiglass in a wooden coffin.
Is that the
and
foot?
eventually
Is that the
collect-
real footage that he said? What was that? Or is that just stock footage that they're...
Maybe. Because if it is, it looks nothing like the body.
Yeah.
Rick nicknames the creature Hank.
That thing is terrifying.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. But if that's the footage that he released, where's the big freaking burly mustache? Where's the hair that goes all the way to the brow line? Where's that's way too small of a nose? Like
schlong of a nose.
Right? I don't know if that's actually his footage or
Charging
anything.
to view the body under plexiglass.
Yeah, and he's charging them to view the body.
And eventually pulling in close to $50,000.
I think this video is gonna end by like, oh, and this guy was proved fake. But I don't know.
Field researcher Cliff Barrickman says that he's not surprised by where it all began. Apparently, Bigfoot is really big in the Lone Star State.
Texas is not generally thought of as Bigfoot habitat, but it absolutely is. They have a distribution over the continent very similar to that of black bears. They have the same names as
Go figure.
For some reason, these Bigfoot sightings keep happening in places where there's a lot of bears. It's so weird.
Reports come out of that particular area.
Reports date back to 1924, when the state's Folklore Society published a story about the strange case of the wild woman of Navidad.
The indigenous people of the area certainly knew about the Sasquatches that they lived among. When white settlers started coming into...
If there is one piece of evidence that I do believe is good in Bigfoot's favor, being real, just not a part of this video, I think it is all the different cultures having these stories of like a real creature, because
especially in America, like the Native American cultures, like like they had Bigfoot, like they just
because they'll have like different, like there'll be different things, like they'll have a Wendigo up north, and you'll have like a Skinwalker down south, which we don't talk about because they're attracted to that. But like the one thing they all seem to talk about is some big hairy freaking man thing in the woods. So I think that's actually very convincing evidence.
Yeah.
But
and I mean, Sasquatch, I'm pretty sure is a Native American word. I don't remember which Native American.
I think you're right.
They also ran across Sasquatches, and they reported them as wild men or wild women. And you can read newspaper reports and from settlers from as early as the 1920s or even the late 1800s.
So that dude,
I like further, dude.
I like this dude. I agree with this dude, but I don't like this thing. That's not real.
There were red flags going up around Rick's claims almost immediately.
Yeah.
Perhaps the biggest was that he has a history of hoaxing.
Well, case closed.
He and another man claimed to have found a Bigfoot corpse in Georgia. That turned out to be a frozen Halloween costume.
Oh no.
Anthropologist Kathy Strain believes Bigfoot exists, but she's doubtful this is it.
What I find problematic is that he says he shot it with a shotgun several times, and yet there's
several
no
times.
evidence
Oh,
of
yeah.
that on the body.
No wounds at all.
Stephanie Shuttler also knows that something about the face just doesn't add up under close examination.
I don't understand why there's all this like chapping around the eyes and the lips look extremely chapped. It looks like it would live in a really cold area. The fact that this was supposedly shot in southern Texas is even stranger. It reminds me of a Hollywood costume.
Professor of anatomy and anthropology Jeff Meldrum, perhaps the world's most famous Bigfoot believer, agrees with Shuttler about the discrepancies in the face. And then some.
The brow was quite high. It had a high forehead, these everted lips, this pug nose, these almost cherub cheeks. It was just such a funny looking depiction that did not seem in any way to comport with the many eyewitness descriptions and the sketches of Sasquatch.
For Meldrum, it's clear that not only is this creature not Bigfoot, it's a fabrication that lacks any backbone.
It was literally just a stuffed mannequin.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, fake.
This is just another hoax.
Well, I really was hoping that they would get through that whole thing of like a million different reasons that why this is a hoax, and it's like verdict. Like, oh, it's definitely real. I know all the experts say it's fake and it looks fake and it comes from an irreparable source, but it's definitely Bigfoot. It's Bigfoot. I mean, just look at it. Alright, this is top 10 most famous Bigfoot sightings by Top 10 Archive.
Look at that candle.
Hey YouTube, Jim here. Welcome to Top 10.
What a boomer.
Elusive, but that hasn't stopped a countless number of people from looking for him. Regardless of your stance on Sasquatch, we all can still be grateful for these persistent truth seekers. Number 10, Independence Day film. Allegedly filmed on July 4th, this footage captures an ape-like creature meandering through the woods before grabbing a Littlefoot and rushing away, as if frightened by the videographer sneaking in on their family time. The close-up doesn't help the validity of this video, as it appears that the larger creature is wearing a big fur jacket.
I remember I've seen this one before.
Video, as it appears that the larger creature is wearing...
Look at that butt. Look at that freaking butt, man.
Yeah.
She thick. This video is doing our job for us, though.
a big fur jacket. Number 9, Provo Canyon Bigfoot.
Why is that a top 10?
Utah,
So
home
obvious.
to Mormons and, more Mormons.
What? Why are we talking about what? What did I miss?
What is this video?
But there's more to the Beehive State than people that don't drink coffee. According to
Let's not drink coffee?
Yeah, it's a stimulant.
video footage captured in Provo Canyon, there be big feet in them forests. The video is your typical distant view of Bigfoot through heavy brush,
trees, yeah.
but this one is at least coupled with human reaction with a big hairy beast stands at full height, which does add to authenticity. It's hard to make out any features of the creature, save that it's big and bulky. Number 8.
Oh, no.
What? No, we don't get to actually see the video.
The video is your typical distant view of Bigfoot.
Can you just shut up?
Yeah, dude. There's just too little to go off of there. That's so...
Again,
the fur looks less out of place, but it still looks out of place.
Yeah.
Like, look, okay, look at the blur shots. Look how much it sticks out. That's not how animals' fur works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, okay, let's go back to the photos of the bear in the woods. Even the black bears, like, the specific shade of black is very close to the darker parts of the woods here.
Yeah.
And that's by design. That is just nature. That is how freaking God designed it, you know?
Yeah, look,
the
look how it
black
just
fur
fits in.
is the same, pretty close to the same shade of black as the black in the stump and the black in the, because that's just, this creature is designed to live in this place. It's just the world that we live in. Call it what you want. Here's a less good photo, less photoshopped looking one, and like he does stand out quite a bit more.
Well, it's because he's not in his natural environment. He's in a freaking mowed lawn.
He stands out a lot less than this guy. Like, this is a completely different new color to this color palette. This looks like fakery, you know, based off that
like
alone.
A costume that doesn't belong.
Mm-hmm.
And also, there's so
And
little
at full
actually
height,
happens to go
which
off of.
that it's even the stereotypically friendly Canadians have to deal with the shenanigans of Bigfoot in the wilds of the deep.
I don't see what Canadians being friendly have to do with
Bigfoot
Bigfoot
we got
existing.
Canadians, we got Mormons. You got a lot of things other than Bigfoot in this Bigfoot video.
North. A cameraman captured what many are claiming to be an authentic Bigfoot. In typical Sasquatch fashion, he's camera shy and rushes away before a clear and up-close image of him can be caught.
Oh, perfect.
Captured on January 5th, 2018, and uploaded to the Modern Galaxy YouTube channel, it's difficult to make out the subject of the video. So,
okay, this is the best one for a few reasons.
be caught. Captured.
Okay. First of all, let's get rid of the closed captions. They're driving me crazy. All right, but like the color palette of the fur matches these trees. This looks like an animal that belongs here.
Yeah, I honestly think it's a bear, dude.
It's got an arm. There's an arm. There's a body. There's a head.
Yeah.
I don't. That's not. There's no way that's a bear. Then bears don't look like that. Maybe.
I think it's a bear at that perfect angle that it doesn't look like a bear. Because if it was at any better angle, your brain would immediately be able to say, "Oh, bear."
January 5th, 2018, and uploaded to the Modern Galaxy YouTube channel, it's difficult to make out the subject of the video. So, maybe it could be Bigfoot. Maybe? Number 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's probably a bear. I don't think that was a guy in a suit. I think that's the first one we've seen so far that wasn't a guy in a suit.
I'm not gonna say it wasn't a guy in a suit, but I'll say it's less likely.
Sasquatch in Michigan. February 2018. The woods of Michigan, United States of America. Slinking about in the foliage of the untamed wilderness, a cameraman apparently caught Bigfoot going about his business, undisturbed. Like any footage of Bigfoot, this video caught the attention of skeptics and believers, specifically those that follow the Coast to Coast AM Facebook page. Number 6.
What? Are you dude?
About his business,
Sticks out
undisturbed.
like sore thumb.
Here's the like, you see a lot of videos of like animals just doing their own thing on like Animal Planet and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But to get those videos, what you don't see is those cameramen have to be out in the woods with no footage, sometimes for weeks, until the animals get used to them being there and start going about their business. It seems unlikely that a Bigfoot would just completely not.
Yeah.
Undisturbed. Like any footage of Bigfoot, this video caught the attention of skeptics and...
Because if Bigfoot lives in the woods, he knows what does and doesn't belong in the woods.
You're talking about when people like this, like nature photographers?
Mm-hmm.
If you see the pictures of nature photographers taking the pictures, they're like freaking far away, dude. Like really far away.
Mm-hmm.
Like hundreds of feet away. With a giant lens on there, like zooming way in. Like
the animal knows you're there. And they don't typically, unless it's like a squirrel or something, they don't typically just go about their business. They stare you down.
There was one time I was in a tree stand and there was a deer kind of like down there, like below me. And I was like, I had the perfect shot. I was like, all right, it's time to go. And I realized my gun was still unsafe. So I go, and the deer goes, and boom, and takes it. That's it. Wild animals are like...
They know.
They know.
If it's not reacting to the cameraman, it's probably a guy in a suit.